Good evening. This is Mike from Retro Dog Digital. It's about 5 o'clock, a little bit after. Had a good day. I started a new job, and that went very well today. And also, Revolver came out, and that's the reason we're here. I got to watch unboxing videos by my two favorite Beatle themed YouTubeologist, uh, vloggers, and I have to say I enjoyed them both. I actually spoke, well, not spoke, I texted with Magical Mystery Mike, and he is getting married in a couple weeks. I wanted to offer my congratulations. And without further ado, uh, the first thing I did once I got out of work is I went and got the 2 disc Revolver set from Dearborn Music. I probably could have got it cheaper somewhere else. And I see I paid $22.99 for it. Um, Looks very close to the original Revolver set. And here it comes. Get the 2 discs here. And this is the inside here. This was the Robert Whitaker or Robert Freeman. I'm not sure which. One is who the one guy that did most of the previous Beatle covers, and you'll also be seeing that a little bit too. But he's the guy who did the previous Beatle covers, which I want to say is Freeman. Um, but Whitaker is the guy who did the cover, well, the Butcher cover for Yesterday and Today. But I'm not going to spend time seeing which is which. We got the thing there. Here is the stereo. And here is the second disc, which is cut down from, yeah, obviously from, well, it's there. I'm sure there's no mono on here, but you've got two. As far as the box, you've got two outtake albums, and you also have EP. And if I that has Paperback Rider and Rain, which was the single that was released a couple months beforehand. Um, Looks like you get the two. You get the stereo mix of Rain and Paperback Rider and 13 outtakes on that second box. Um, if anything, this will probably be the cut down version of the book. Paul, forward by Giles with one of my favorite pictures of his dad. This originally appeared in the Mark Lewis and Complete Beatles Sessions book. Love it. And actually, so did this one. But I imagine it's a cut down version of it. Gives some information about the book itself, and there. Without further ado, I'm going to put this away real quick. Okay. And we got the box that came from Amazon today. I usually get my Amazon stuff at the at one of the drop-off points, and today was no different. So I got the box, and as you very well know, I don't spend a whole lot. I want you to spend a whole lot of time dealing with things, so. And as usual, it's a box inside the box. Voila. Hype sticker thing, and there's people have been saying, or is that just on the album? In reflected light. I don't know if it's that. I can barely see it. Oh well. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of cool. And 5, and the iconic picture on the background, along with the Klaus Foreman iconic work. You get the book. We'll set that aside for the moment. You get the sleeve. So I want to say, well, this was sort of how it was with the, the Sgt. Pepper had a little folder like this, and the Let It Be did too. Made it look like a thing, like a album size. And you get the new stereo mix, which was like CD1 of the thing. And I'm assuming that, yeah. See, me and DK Pete were talking about this. A girl named Caitlin Larkin, a woman named Caitlin Larkin, who is a DJ on the Beatles channel on the Sirius XM. She was just taking her little hands and just sticking them in there like that, and it's like, no, that ain't gonna work for me. Not with these big hands. You know what they say about big hands. But that's the mono. You can tell because one says P. Where is it? See if you can see it there. PC or PM. PCS stereo, Parlophone something stereo, Parlophone mono, PMC. And this is not the same mono mix that was in the 2009. We'll get to that later. The Paperback Writer Rain EP. It's a total waste on there, and apparently this is the Parlophone 45 label. I have the 92 or 93 singles box, and that has like a picture sleeve that was basically put out when they did the 20th anniversary release of each single. They had a dedicated picture sleeve, and that was what was on the Paperback Writer. I should have grabbed it, but oh well. I didn't think about little things like that. And Robert Freeman. So yeah, the guy that's always done that was doing the Beatles thing, album covers. The guy that did Meet the Beatles with the Beatles, for example. Not the guy that did Butcher. That was Robert Whittaker. But 2 CDs of outtakes. And yeah, it's beautiful. I like it. And no, okay. We're gonna stick this back in its place. Look at the book real quick. And I'm gonna push this back a little. Now I'm in the guest room slash thing. Revolver, and it's kind of funny because there's these, I don't know if you can tell, yeah, there you go. It looks like pinches in the book itself when you, there, the back is a black apple. No, it says it's Revolver. And a lot of the same pictures, a couple of the same pictures that you've seen there. For example, this is a bigger picture of Paul. And there. And Paul just looks so confident. He's got his head tilted. See if I have a, I guess. In addition to Giles and Paul doing their thing, you get a essay by Questlove, and Questlove has quite the reputation as a historian, as a musical historian. In addition to his prowess doing hip hop. And we'll, again, more on this later. You have the American cover and a little bit of the Rainbow label. And okay. There we go. Pictures that are in the Mark Lewison complete session book. And this is kind of cool. I don't know if I ever seen that before. Paul is looking at a copy of Rolling Stone, the British copy of Rolling Stone's Aftermath album. That's certainly pretty cool. I believe it came out in April of '66. So when they were still recording, obviously, because it does look like he was in the studio. Your typical thing, and they're talking about the songs at this point. Yeah, okay. Tomorrow Never Knows. Paperback Rider. Rain. Sitting on a park bench. Like a little girl in satin tents. And a little story about the, from Klaus, about the Revolver cover. And Revolver reception. Oh, picture of the trunk cover for yesterday and today. And I'm just wondering if I missed it. Is there I don't know. What I'm looking for is a picture of the butcher cover. I do know in Britain they use that for Paperback Writer and Rain. Uh, and so it's a copy of the book and the box set. And normally that would be the end of the unboxing, but I was a naughty boy. Actually, let's talk about what's missing first. The Blu-ray. Why no Blu-ray? Are they trying to save money? There's been other talk about it. And so, but the thing is there. I paid maybe, I don't know, $8 less for this than I did for the Let It Be album with the Blu-ray, and it's not a thing where I'm a big on to surround sound or whatnot, but I really appreciate the 2496 PCM stereos that they've been putting on the Blu-rays with a lot higher dynamics. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's only 2 or 3 numbers higher." Well, the thing is that makes a big difference. And there is talk that they may put this out as a Blu-ray by itself. I looked while I was getting the 2-disc. I looked at the Pink Floyd Animals Blu-ray, which was 20 or $47, and it's like, really? Do I want to pay another $47 just to have a lower, or I should say, a higher dynamic range, and on a high res version of the remix? Inquiring minds want to know, but inquire no more. Yeah, I'll probably get it. I'm weak when it comes to the Beatles. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was I don't know how you say it, gifted or whatnot with a black version of this box about well, I think it was a week ago tomorrow. So I've been pretty much living with this remix, these outtakes, and this mono for a few days. And I got to tell you, a couple things about the remix. I'm not a big wide stereo fan, so I mean, when they're kind of intermingling the soundstage, it works for me. And I'll tell you what, they put the strings for Eleanor Rigby in stereo, and oh my god, it is wonderful. The other highlights to me, I liked the Tomorrow Never Knows remix. I like the Taxman remix. I like the For No One and Here, There, and Everywhere remix. I also liked the. Well, I pretty much liked every remix. I'm Only Sleeping is me. Yellow Submarine is probably a little better, but the big thing is it's not wide stereo. They're putting the stereo in, and I like it. And it's probably going to be, from now on, I'm going to probably, unless he really craps the bed in some way, shape, or form, I probably will prefer the Giles remixes over the stereos from this point forward. Now, somebody said that She Said was all messed up, something about an extra guitar and everything, and it's like, I've been like, what's the problem here? I don't see what the problem is. It sounds fine to me. Well, apparently, if you listen to it on headphones, it isn't fine. But these ears are riddled with tinnitus. How do you say it? Tinnitus? With that being said, yeah, it's not, nothing gets very much headphone time. Got a pair, don't use them. Not a great pair, but I don't use them because 10, 15 minutes with headphones on, and my ears are just gone for the night. Now, the outtakes, there's some fantastic things going on. There's this little snippet of John uh, doing what was the original inspiration, maybe, for Yellow Submarine, where he, how should I'm trying to think of, is basically in the town where I was born, no one cared, no one cared, and so forth and so on. And one of the previous, when they put this cut out as one of the previews, a reviewer, basically his wife, girlfriend, whoever is in the background, said it was John Lennon's pity party. And I wrote on there, read up on John Lennon's early life before you make any judgments. Seriously, that kind of really pissed me off. But I didn't say anything other than that. And the another thing is they split up the And Your Bird Can Sing on the anthology. They have both the original, which is very bird sounding, and then on top of that, they've got the stoned John and Paul trying to do backing vocals, and but they did it both ways, so you can hear one then the other, which I think is cool. Another highlight for me is the first take of Granny Smith, which became Love You Too. It's just basically George and an acoustic guitar, and I would have loved for him to do or just leave it like that. It is that great. In fact, George could have done it on, you think about it with that, with While My Guitar Gently Weeps, he could have done, and an unplugged album. Both of those are fantastic. Now, there's like a guitar mix of guitar or of "Got to Get You Into My Life." By the way, they do raise the on the remix, but not enough to suit me. And it's kind of cool, but it's not. I think they made the right move going soul with it, and it was like listen to this remix the first time, and I remarked to somebody that it was the first time that I ever heard Diana Ross and the Supremes while I'm listening to this song, and it's obviously R&B inflected, and the Earth, Wind, and Fire did a version for Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band album, and I'm just looking over the list on the thing. Tomorrow Never Knows from Anthology 2. Taxman, Take 11 was from Anthology 2. So, and I think a lot of what it is with this is there just wasn't all that many outtakes for them to, so they had to make it stretch. Now, the way that I will probably actually listen to this outtake album more than I ever listened to the other two, because the problem is you've got like outtakes upon outtakes. Like, for example, I believe there's 4 Yellow Submarine outtakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fascinating. Like the one with John I mentioned, and then there's one with him and Paul working it out, and then you have the one that's on the it's like a sped up thing, uh, outtake, and then there's the one that's heavily remixed though, that's on the Real Love single. Now, overall, I wanted the Blu-ray. In fact, I kind of messed up because I was gonna do this unboxing, and where's the Blu-ray? There's supposed to be a Blu-ray. Yeah. Anybody that watched the original Fremer unboxing of the would know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, what's next? I believe Giles has already said that Rubber Soul is what they're doing next, and with this new Peter Jackson, you see, and this is kind of funny because it's like what made this remix possible in the way, shape, and form that it is that they used Peter Jackson's AI technology to separate each instrument, although I believe the guitars can't be separated too much. But with that being said, I didn't even think about it. That's how little it affects me as far as that. All I know is that it sounds good. I like it. It's compressed. It's a little compressed, but this is the 2020s, which is one reason, like I said, I like the Blu-ray so much. With all that being said, I didn't get a t-shirt. I'm wearing an old Boy Scout t-shirt for when my son was in Boy Scouts. And I talked to one of my two favorite guys. Again, congratulations, Mike, on your impending nuptials. But he was saying, well, he was going to go look in Target and see if they had like a t-shirt available with it. And I'll tell you what, that t-shirt is bad as hell. I wish they had one in a double X because I would have bought that. And would I have bought the thing is would I have really bought a vinyl? No, but I would have considered it. Well, this is Mike from Retro Dog Digital and Album of the Moment with our Album of the Moment, Revolver in the 2-disc set from Dearborn Music. Shout out for one of my local mom and pops. And the 5-disc Super Deluxe CD edition. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far, and have a good day.